Hey Days fans, okay, this is Spartan Dolphin, and I'm going to do the recap on October 25th. Okay, so the show basically starts. Wait, I don't remember how it starts. I'm pretty sure that Marlena comes to visit Brady at the Horton Town Square, and he's actually meeting up with Madison there. And Marlena wants to talk to Brady about John and his struggles and everything. And okay, I'm not sure exactly what problems Brady has with him. I mean, he explains it, but it's like, dude, you're a grown man. Like, seriously, grow up. You know, get over it. Like, that's what parents do when they think that you might be making a mistake that you could regret. They try to not so much intervene, but at least talk to you about it. That's what parents do. I mean, I'm not a parent, but at least when my parents do that, I'm not a big baby about it. At least I try not to be. But he's stubborn. Whatever. Brady is quickly becoming one of my least favorite characters out of this storyline. And I want to know exactly where the relationship with Madison's gonna go, because when she left to talk on the phone and such, her last call was kind of cryptic, I guess you can say. She told this person not to come over because it would ruin plans or is too soon. I don't know who it is. The only person I can think of that's coming too soon would have to be Quinn. So this is my guess. I haven't read spoilers or anything. So if, like, Madison has a pass with Quinn, holy poop, It's like she's this up and strong woman who was a call girl, so she's like Kate number 2. I want to see where that goes. I want to see what Madison, what's Madison's secret. Why is she all of a sudden so scared of this person? Well, not so much scared, but worried about this person's arrival. That's what I want to know. Okay. Then you have Maggie, Bo, and Hope at the doctor's office. And I get that the doctor can't, disclose any information. But, and Dr. Gilman, I believe her name is Gilman? Yeah, whatever. Dr. Gilman says, she can't disclose information, blah, 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 but that these were Maggie's eggs, and that this person said, yes, those are my eggs, instead of saying it was Maggie's. And then Bo and Hope say that it's really hard for them to get a court order on medical records or medical issues because of blah blah blah. And what I want to know is, Bo said something about it was decades ago, criminal action that was taken decades ago that's going to be hard to prove. But didn't they just say, it happened? Didn't Dr. Gilman say, hey, yeah, this did happen? This lady totally impersonated this person. I mean, yeah, prove me if I'm wrong, but I don't think doctors would say that unless they had actual proof of it. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. Next, Dr. Gilman says, all these files are on our computer now, and that I totally thought Maggie was just gonna go on the computer and start looking after she left. But so it happens that it's gonna be Hope. And we're gonna find out who the kid is. And I already know who it is because they showed NBC put out a spoiler video for what's gonna come up. And cool, I like it. Whatever, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty sure everybody else knows what it is, or who it is. Either way, new people are going to be related in Salem. But even things like that happen, a kid is born and probably taken somewhere across the country, but this kid comes in and, comes back to Salem, where their true biological mother is. Only in soap opera land can that happen. But whatever. I'm trying to rationalize a soap opera. Not a good idea. Last thing I should do, Alright. So, then we get Rafe, Sammy. I was gonna say Lucas, but he's on here. Rafe, Sammy, Austin, and Carrie. And Rafe's being a big baby about it. I honestly don't think that Austin did it. I could be wrong. I haven't read spoilers or whatever. I read them all the time, but I haven't read any specific one about Carrie, Austin, Safe and Rami. Rafe and Sammy. I haven't read anything specific about them, but I don't think Austin did that. From everything I've read and everything I've watched about Austin, he doesn't seem the type. Could be wrong. New writers, who knows, What else? Oh, Carrie calls. She wants to speak to Rafe. Yay! Isn't that just awkward? I think that's awkward. It's like, maybe she'd want to speak with her husband first, even though it's like, hey, how are you? What's going on? Instead of finding out from Rafe, being a jerk, outing the secret that, Austin is staying with Sammy and Rafe. He can't just, he was totally passive-aggressive about it and, sarcastic. It was very childish, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I'm gonna give my opinion anyway, so whatever. Yeah. And then Carrie brings up the history, and here's my thing. Ever since the beginning, ever since I read the spoiler about Carrie calling Rafe instead of Austin first, I always thought it was gonna be Carrie starting up trouble this time instead of Sammy. But I could be wrong. Which would be, totally different and out of character, but it'd be interesting to see Carrie actually starting conflict instead of Sammy. And I'd like to see what Sammy does about it, because she's always been on the giving end. I want to see how it is with Sammy on the receiving end, receiving that conflict from her sister. I think that'd be a good change of dynamic there. Just to bring up the past, we all know Sammy's in love with Rafe. They're gonna do anything with Austin. At least I don't think so. That's just my opinion. I don't know where the writers are going with this. What I want to know is what Victor has in all the Maggie thing, or in the Maggie storyline. Why would he call someone and be like, hey, don't tell him I had anything to do with this, I think he might have had something to do with, transporting those eggs to somewhere. I don't know, but, why would he do that, right? And if he did do that, what was the reason? It's not like he was jealous of Maggie or anything. He was in love with Maggie at the time. He was in love with Caroline probably at the time. So why would that happen? I just had a funny thought, what if Caroline was the one who stole the eggs and all that? But obviously not. It's not a spoiler, it's totally just going off on a tangent. Anyway. What happens next? Oh, Stefano telling Nicole to, or telling EJ to find Nicole, EJ telling Stefano that She knows him best. I totally think they're gonna get back together. It's gonna happen. It was gonna happen right when the tango happened. Ridiculous. And does anybody else, like, when they show the next day's previews, they have like these two extremely fast black and white pictures of things that have to do with the storyline. Like, back when we didn't know that Gus was, or we didn't officially know that Gus was the prostitute attacker, there was this one clip of the next day saying, we need to catch this person, I wonder who it is. And then, like, those black and white pictures, it had, I think it had Quinn, and then it had Gus. But they're, like, so fast that you can't really see them unless you, like, go really slow. What I do is pause it, and then keep pressing pause, and it just goes really slowly, and you can see the pictures. One of the pictures on today's was, like, Nicole, for the very even shorter time, if you can believe that, and then a clipping of a newspaper saying, a Demure win equals Salem's fall, or something, Salem's demise. So Demure win equals Salem's demise. It's not like I'm saying a spoiler, I mean, they actually put it in the next days. So, I mean, you know, take that as how the way you want it. Make whatever assumptions you want, but that's what I found. Whatever. Anyway, looks like I've been blabbing on for, I thought I was only blabbing on for like 5 minutes. Looks like 12 minutes. Okay. So, I'm gonna get off now, and there you go. So, hope you liked my, my recap or whatever. Sorry it's really quiet, but microphone's right here. Parents are asleep over there, and we wake up early, so that's what I'm doing right now, and very quietly. Okay, so hopefully I get to do this again. Good night.